They created me for one purpose. The games. Mayhem and chaos are my only friends. Do you dream of glory? Come and take it. I am Jasper, and the arena is mine!
Time Machine VR set in the not-so-distant future where global warming has released an ancient and dangerous virus. It's now killing off humanity.
We cannot stop it. We're counting on you.
In sort of a last-ditch effort, we're sending scientists into the past to try to find the origins of the virus.
And scan these fantastic underwater creatures so that you can unlock the key to solving this epidemic and killing the virus. It's mostly designed to be a seated experience.
You can definitely stand up and you can walk around, but it's not necessary.
You are a scientist, so your primary job there is to observe and to collect data. You can shoot probes at dinosaurs, and they do like a quick scan and collect genetic information. Minority Media is a company that makes video games. Specifically, we're focused on making just virtual reality games.
Prehistoric animals in general just capture the imagination.
Not many people know things about the creatures that lived underwater back then, and there was some really cool stuff.
We also felt that it would allow us to take paleontology and showcase new types of theories and new types of scientific evidence to people, but in a very interesting and fun way.
I've been making games for coming on 11 years now. I've worked at companies like Ubisoft, Capcom.
I actually studied as a biologist, prehistory and all kinds of things like that. Most of my career has been spent in developing for traditional consoles.
In order to make sure that the creatures in Time Machine were scientifically viable, we worked really closely with a paleontologist, Dr. Larson from McGill University.
Make sure that we got all of the shapes and textures of the dinosaurs, and even the animations, the way they move, as realistic as possible, based on true science.
We really wanted something that was scientifically accurate, and we wanted it to be up to the newest findings in the paleontologist world. So it was a really, really nice collaboration. The way they were created, the way they looked in terms of textures, colors, and everything, and even the way that their skin would be like in the material in the engine.
Time Machine itself is not an educational game. That was not our focus when we made it. We wanted it to be plausible, we wanted it to be scientifically accurate, but we never sat down and went, well, how can we make sure people learn this stuff?
What makes Vive an ideal platform for Time Machine VR is obviously the headset is fantastic.
Having motion controllers really seals the deal. Just moving your hands and seeing them move in the environment changes your perception. You get a better sense of scale. That's something you can't do in any other platform.
Using your hands was a fantastic way of being able to control where you move and what you see. Very smooth and very comfortable. It's incredible how people come back and their eyes are this big and they just go, holy smokes, that was amazing. I just want more.
The end goal is to give people this opportunity to see these creatures that most people didn't even know existed. There's a gigantic array of amazing creatures to explore and to discover.
I really want to trigger that sense of exploration. And I feel like this is a really good way to find a pocket of our world that people haven't explored yet.